A boy, wearing high school uniform, is standing before an institutional building, which happens to be his new high school. He has a stern expression which says he is here to achieve something. His name is Won Han Gil. With a determined expression, he thinks in this world. I have to survive. Here's some information about our MC, Won Han Gil. His father was head of the labor union of Korea First Group, but committed suicide. The people who came to his father's funeral were all laughing and chatting, which made our MC mad. His mother couldn't bear his lose and lost her mind. His sister is blind, waiting at hospital for treatment. And there's a huge loan which his father had taken. All this responsibility has been passed down to him. OUEMC Won Han Gil entered his class, introduced himself as a transferred student, and sat on an empty seat. After teacher left, two students approached him and starts belittling him. One of them stomp his foot on his desk, trying to intimidate our MC. Our MC gave him a death glare. The bully gets pissed and hits him. A guy also gets ready to hit him. At the same time, their boss, a chubby guy with very short hair, entered class. Everyone in class gets silent and bow their head in fear of him. The two bully gets panicked and began to give him excuses about the situation. As the boss walked inside, Won Han Gil felt the air froze in a flash. The weight that could felt just by his walking. The chubby boy goes to his seat and said it's noisy. He is going to sleep there, and to wake him up at lunchtime. Chubby boy put his head on his desk and slept there. Judging by the reaction of Won Han Gil, understand that there were just chubby guys lackey. One of the bully ordered our MC to meet at lunchtime as he was afraid of his boss in class. At lunchtime, bullies take our MC to an alley. They both mock our MC and moves to attack him, but our MC see their fist approaching at a slow pace and block it with his left arm. At the same time, yellow-haired guy jumped and kicked. Our MC saw kick coming towards him in slow motion and dodge it. After blocking and dodging attacks, our MC has confident smile on his face. On a nearby building's rooftop, a guy who was sleeping woke up and saw our MC fighting below. He saw our MC dodging right punch, then left punch, a kick from other guy, and was interested in him. Judging by his reaction, we can say he is one of the top delinquent of the school. The two bullies were annoyed as our MC dodged all their attacks. Our MC thinks those two. It's easy to avoid that bald one, because he's a slow power type. Yellow-haired one has speed, but it is easy to identify his movement because of the large movement. And gets ready to counterattack, but suddenly he was frozen in place. He crunches fist tight as he can't get his fist to attack. Guys, for people who never hit another person, it is hard to move your hand to attack. That's what happening to our MC. Looking from the rooftop, the guy with black t-shirt was interested in fighting style of our MC. He saw bald guy attack our MC, but our MC took boxing stance and punched bald guy in his face, and was sent flying back a couple of meters. The yellow-haired guy saw his partner getting knocked out and gets furious and reached to attack, but our MC, moving faster than the guy, gave him a kick to face, sending him flying and knocking him too. Watching this moves from our MC, the black t-shirt guy very excited and thinks a boxing fist with a kick is taekwondo. He's as tall as a model and his muscles are strong. He's also very fast. But the movement, it's not like a fight, it's more like a sports game. Who is he? Looking at the defeated bullies, our MC thinks I had excellent eyesight. Thanks to that, I was the judge of the school sports competition. I also stood out as a player. The world was like a slow video to mu epsilon. Anything, I was a step faster than others. The frost vision. I didn't know it would be used like this. The black t-shirt guy was so excited he started running stairs downwards to meet our MC. At the same time, in the classroom of our MC, the chubby boss wakes up and finds out it's past lunchtime. He is furious as no one woke him up, and now he was hungry. He decided to go to cafeteria and walk out of classroom. Walking down the hallway, he saw a black t-shirt guy running past him. They both had eye contact. The black t-shirt guy called him Bae Chul Goo and said it's been a long time. The chubby boss, whose name is Bae Chul Gu, takes a fighting stance. Black t-shirt guy laughed, and with an angry expression he said, "You wanna try?" Hearing this, Bae Chul Gu trembles in fear. The black guy took deep breath and his expression changed to normal, and he left the place saying he was busy. As the guy left, Bae Chul Gu took a sigh of relief. His hands were still trembling. Judging by Bae Chul Gu's reaction, we can say those two had history, and Bae Chul Gu is afraid of the guy wearing black t-shirt. With a pale face, Bae Chul Gu thought, Kong Jae. What's wrong with being in school at this time? Guy's name of guy wearing black t-shirt is Kong Jae. Kong Jae reached the place where our MC was fighting. But he was disappointed, as our has already left the place. Our MC climbing stairs meets Bae Chul Gu, who was coming down. MC thought he had beaten Bae Chul Gu's lackey, and eventually he will find out. Should he fight Bae Chul Gu now? Bae Chul Gu gets pissed as our MC was blocking his way. He said to move away. Controlling his emotions, our MC moved sidewise. Our MC went to his class, took his belongings, and ran down the building as he wants to flee away from school, as to not fight Bae Chul Gu now. Kong Jae was about to go to rooftop where he was sleeping, but he saw our MC rushing out of the building's entrance and was very excited to see him. He tried to talk with our MC, but our MC ran away without giving any attention to him. Kong Jae chased after him. Using nearby wall, he did a backflip and landed in front of our MC, blocking his way. With a smile on his face, Kong Jae said, "Meals can be very expensive. You should be worth the wait," and called our MC Oasis. Guys, is Kong Jae going to eat our MC? Is he a man-eating monster? Our was confused after hearing. He asked, "What does he mean?" Kong Jae replied, "You're the one satisfy my thirst." It was so quiet that I was going crazy from boredom. His word says that he is a battle maniac. He was very excited to see our MC fight and came to fight him. But then he noticed bag on our MC's shoulder and deduced that he was running from school to avoid fight with Bae Chul Gu. He made fun of our MC as our MC was rude to him. Kong Ji pointed his finger to a wall and said, "Climb this wall. There's a path out in the grass that leads outside school gate. I'm the only one who knows about this shortcut, but telling you this cause you're special." And he left from there. After few steps he turned around and saw back as expected. Our MC used the path suggested by him and had already left. Kong Ji with a smile said, "Grow well. I'll devour you when you're all grown up." Guys, you all know what that means, right? An exciting fight, or an unbreakable bond, or both between these two. Guess what will happen between these two, and let me know in comments. Sun goes down, and it's night. Fighting sound near some building. We see a guy's back who is wearing a black shirt and gray pants. He is surrounded by some people who were passed out due to injuries, and are covered in blood. We can say that this guy beat the shit out of other guys who are lying unconscious on ground. Next day, our protagonist Won Han Gil goes to his school and entered his class. He was shocked to see Bae Chul Gu and his subordinates cleared classroom and were waiting for him. Seeing Won Han Gil, yellow-haired bully from yesterday tells Bae Chul Gu that the guy they are waiting for is him. Bae Chul Gu was already angry as someone beat his subordinates. After he found out that the guy was our MC, Bae Chul Gu identified our MC as the one who blocked his way yesterday and was furious. In fit of rage, Bae Chul Gu smashed the desk in front of him. He cursed our MC and took a fighting stance. Won Han Gil put his school bag down and recognized Bae Chul Gu's stance as judo stance. Our MC also took a fighting stance. Bae Chul Gu identified the stance as taekwondo stance. Bae Chul Gu rushed towards Won Han Gil to grab him, but Won Han Gil dodged his attempt by moving to right side. Bae Chul Gu praised our MC for his skillful dodge. Our MC, breathing deeply, was thinking of ways to tackle his judo techniques, but at the same time Bae Chul Gu moving swiftly grab or MC's collar. Our MC was surprised as do I guys despite Bei Chil Gu's chubby body he is fast. Before our MC could do anything Bei Chil Gu smashed our MC on floor. One Han Gil was in pain due to the impact. Bei Chil Gu's subordinates were happy to see their boss winning. The impact was so painful for our MC that he saw struggling to get up. Yellow-haired guy approached him. Our MC thought that these guys will beat him together, and covered his face. But to his surprise the guy gave him his hand to help our MC. He said, "What are you doing, man? Did you think I'd hit you? Who do you think we are? This fight is one-on-one, and the outcome hasn't been decided yet. This is the rule of the second year's Class 7, so do your best." Our MC surprised by his words, and thought they don't fight cowardly. Our MC got up by the guy's help. Bei Chil Gu told him that he is going to attack. Our thought firstly he has to calm down. Bei Chil Gu attacked. Our MC saw his movements in slow motion, which he was unable to updo now and dodge the attack. MC was happy that now he can opponent's attack, but he bump into desk, which were placed at end of the class. Bei Chil Gu was excited to see that our MC was cornered, and had nowhere to evade his attack. Our MC looking at desk behind him came up with a place. Bei Chil Gu attempts to grab our MC by west, our dodge it by lowering his body, and gets hold of Bei Chil Gu's shoulder and slammed him on desk. The impact was very powerful. The desk was shattered in pieces, and Bei Chil Gu was shouting in pain. Bei Chil Gu was heavily injured, and was unable to get up and continue the fight. Our MC breathed a sigh of relief, and declared the fight's over. From now on, second grade class 7 belongs to me, Wan Han Gil. Looking at Bei Chil Gu's subordinates he asked, "Any complaints?" With no response from others he took his school bag and said, "None? Looks like you all got it." And left the class. Thus our MC became the boss of his class, which is second grade class 7.